All right, let's dive right in. If you're running a Shopify store, you absolutely need to know how to run a quick and effective SEO audit. So over the next few minutes, we're going to uncover and figure out how to fix all those little hidden issues that might be holding your store back from greatness.
It's the most frustrating feeling, isn't it? You know you have amazing products, you know people are out there on Google typing in exactly what you sell, but somehow they're landing on your competitor's site instead of yours. So what's going on? Well, a lot of the time, the answer comes down to these invisible technical problems that just kind of build up over time. And these aren't just minor glitches we're talking about. These are real issues that are actively killing your traffic and costing you cold, hard cash.
So what are these hidden problems? Well, they're sneaky. Things you don't really notice in your day-to-day work. Broken links start popping up. Your page speed gets a tiny bit slower every time you add a new app or a beautiful new photo. And duplicate content just quietly spreads around. These things are the silent killers of your store's traffic.
But here's the good news. There's a clear solution. It's not some unsolvable mystery. What we need is a systematic SEO audit. Basically, a structured checklist to find these problems, figure out which ones are most important, and fix them before they can do any more damage.
Okay, so first things first, we have to check your technical foundation. And I love this analogy. Think of it as the actual plumbing and foundation of your house. If that stuff's not solid, it doesn't matter how great the furniture is, right? The whole thing's at risk. So, when we say technical SEO, what are we even talking about? Don't let the term scare you. It's really just about making sure your store is built in a way that makes it super easy for search engines like Google to find your pages, read them, and actually understand what they're all about.
Here is a perfect example of a super common problem. Look at that bad URL. It's just a mess, right? It's long, it's stuffed with extra words. But the good one? It's clean, simple, and straight to the point. It might seem like a small detail, but trust me, the impact here is massive.
So this is your homework. You need to run through these key checks. Is your sitemap, your store's roadmap for Google, complete? Are you accidentally blocking important pages? Are you handling all that duplicate content correctly? And, this is non-negotiable. Does your store work perfectly on a phone?
Okay, foundation is solid. Now it's time to work on your digital storefront. This is what we call on-page SEO. It's your window display, your big flashy sign. It's all the stuff that convinces a potential customer to click on your store in the search results instead of the one right above or below it.
Just look at the difference here. The before is product 12345. That tells a customer absolutely nothing. But the after, that's perfect. It tells you what it is, a key benefit, and the brand. This is that blue link you see in Google search results, and it's probably the most important piece of online real estate you own.
And right underneath that title, you've got your meta description. You have about 160 characters to make your case. This isn't just about stuffing keywords in. This is your 30-second commercial. It's your one shot to convince that person that your page is the one they need to click.
And please, please do not forget your images. Adding what's called alt text, just a simple description of the image, does two incredibly important things. One, it helps Google see your products, which can get you in image search results. And two, it's absolutely essential for visually impaired users who use screen readers. It's a win-win.
Moving on to part 3, and this one is a big one, site speed. The best way to think about this is like the checkout line in a real store. You've got your stuff, you're ready to pay, but the line is a mile long. What do? You drop your stuff and you leave. Your website is exactly the same.
Google has this thing called Core Web Vitals, which is just a fancy way of measuring how your site feels to a user. Basically, how fast does it load? How quickly can you click on things? And do things jump around on the page while it's loading? Your goal is simple. Get all 3 of these into that green good zone.
And if you're still thinking, is it really that important? Just look at this number. A single 1-second delay. That's all it takes to potentially lose 7% of your sales. Let that sink in. Speed isn't just a techie thing, it's a money thing.
All right, our final major pillar, building your online authority. This is all about your store's reputation. It's about earning credibility and trust, not just with your customers, but with the search engines themselves.
So how do you build that trust in Google's eyes? Well, the number one way is through something called backlinks. Just think of it like this. When another respected website links to your store, it's like they're giving you a public vote of confidence. They're telling Google, hey, these guys are legit, and Google listens to those votes.
Phew, okay, that was a lot of information, I know. So the big question is, where on earth do you even start? Let's take all of that and turn it into a clear, simple action plan.
And look, if your head is spinning a little, that's totally normal. The secret is not to try and do everything all at once. You want to prioritize. We're looking for the low-hanging fruit, the fixes that will give you the biggest bang for your buck with the least amount of effort.
So with that in mind, here are your first 4 moves. 1. Get your store connected to Google Search Console. It's free, and it's like looking over Google's shoulder. 2. Look for any big errors in there and fix them. 3. Compress your images. This is often the biggest and easiest win for site speed. And 4. Don't try to fix every page at once. Start by optimizing the titles and descriptions for your top 10 or 20 best-performing pages.
And remember, the real magic here is that this isn't a one-and-done kind of fix. Making this a regular habit, maybe once a quarter, is what transforms a store that nobody can find into a top search result.
So that's our quick guide. And I'll leave you with this question to get you moving. Based on everything we just covered, what's the very first hidden issue you're going to go find and fix on your site today?